Welcome everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Trashman Matt show. I'm your host, Trashman Matt. We got some good stories to get into for the past week. I mean, obviously, I was working on the garage roof. If y'all weren't part of that, yeah, so that's why the show was delayed at the moment. So, Waste Resources 334, Waste Resources Garbage Truck, Allied Waste Services, Truck Dude, and then Monterey Refuse Trucks. Everybody, good evening and welcome in. So we're going to get off to a interesting start here on the first part of the Trash and Matt show. Is I think the biggest news of it all so far today is I found out that GTA 6 is delayed yet again. This delay comes actually from yesterday. She is delayed till November of 2026. So a full year is being delayed on this part. So honestly, I'm okay with delays because I'd rather them get the product right than rush it out and have like a Battlefield 2042 all over again problem. I'm okay with that. So we're not worried about that at all. At least that's how I feel. I don't know about you guys about that. However, this does actually bring us into the poll that I do have on the chat for this evening. And I did ask would you want to see GTA 5 Police vs. Crook style serious, not serious RP on the PS5 videos on the channel? And so far we have a unanimous decision of yes. And you know what? That's going to be fun. We're going to have to find some people that be willing to run and do that and everything else. And that's what we're going to try looking out to. I'm going to look out to some coworkers, friends, and obviously we'll be having guests as well. Yep, GTA 6 was a delay again. Garland, unfortunately. So yeah, so that is something we're going to be start looking into this channel more. I mean, it is up to that now. Let's go to update. I mean, you've all seen the terrible videos of the crash in Louisville, Kentucky, the U.S. or the UPS plane that went down. So far, I do have what I'm hearing reports and everything else, and I haven't been able to find anything confirmation, so I am going to share this on the grain of salt. The speculation is the left wing engine exploded or fell off, and since this was a, I think it was an MD-11 airplane. Let me bring up a Wikipedia for you real quick, and I will open up the share screen. One moment. So this is the type of aircraft that the UPS airplane that crashed in Louisville was. So as you see, there's 3 engines on it, and the aircraft was built back in 1991, I believe the reports are saying. So they're saying right now, and this is again preliminary, so it could change at the point, but the left engine here, which is the one the furthest back in this picture, basically disintegrated, and then it took out this engine. And with both these engines down, the plane couldn't, it happened as it was taking off, and basically ended up going sideways and into the ground. This is similar to an incident that happened to a DC-10, I think it was, that happened years ago, and unfortunately they're still investigating everything else. So, and obviously this is the updates. Let me go ahead and bring that off the screen. I do not want to get copyrighted. So, but right now the count is, and this is as of 3 hours ago, 14 are confirmed have perished in this incident. 9 are still unaccounted for. And if you saw the drone footage that was available today, it was all over on Facebook. And yeah, there's a, okay, yeah. So it's again sad event, and this is a, I mean, unfortunate rare event, because the flight was bound from Louisville to Hawaii, and they had over 28,000 pounds of fuel, jet fuel. So basically, this plane's crash was like a napalm, and that you're basically going to burn to death really quick. So unfortunately, and prayers to everybody, like Monterey says, prayers to everybody that's affected. Truck Dude, exactly. And yeah, that is a terrible way to go. There are some videos on YouTube. I can't share them I don't want to get copyrighted or nothing. But there's one where a drive cam from a driver sitting in a truck driver was sitting in the lot, and yeah, he Honestly, it would be the same response I would. Holy, you know what? And there ain't nothing you could do about that except run, because those type of fires, that type of massive, yeah, it was terrible. This is a very terrible incident, and again, thoughts and prayers and everything else. Any update on Garland? I have no update on that one. I have not seen it. Yeah, yeah. Trash or truck dude. Then yes, that's the video I was talking about. I saw that video too. Okay. On top of that, we got some recent news that just came in. This came in about 15 minutes ago. Apparently, the Supreme Court has paused the order that Trump administration must pay full SNAP benefits pending a further review of the order. Again, this happens. Supreme Court probably have a ruling out by tomorrow or Monday. This whole fiasco is just completely partisan bullshit. I mean, that's just what this is now. When we're seeing this ongoing shutdown and this tit for tat nonsense, it's just, it needs to be over. 3 Chinese scholars were also charged with smuggling biological material. That's from a place in Massachusetts, it looks like. That's another headline. This is another one that's kind of dominating the airways right now. Is Mr. Diamond, welcome. House cleaners that were shot on the front porch of a house in the Minneapolis suburb after going to the wrong property. Yeah, that's I don't know about that. That just doesn't seem right. Sits well. Like, come on, really? You're gonna? I get, especially right now with the tension of time and everything else. Trashmaster 18, hello. But again, I don't know. That just doesn't sit right. Also, a judge has ruled the National Guard being deployed to Oregon without the consent is illegal. Obviously, that's going to go up the chain to the next judge and the next judge after that. So, right now, that's where we're at. Yeah, hold on one second. So, we got 9 votes in on that with 89% as a yes, 11% as a no. That means one person voted no. Okay. So, what else we got going on today? At least regarding, well, let's talk trash now. Going into the trash part. My truck actually worked all day without breaking down today. And actually, she did really good today. So, that's an improvement. This is the first Friday that I did not break down in a month. So, yes, very good. Electric chargers are moving at pace, so those are going to come in pretty quickly. And me and a couple of coworkers were running the numbers on the electric ones that we have now. And if they're basically like the ones that we have now and everything else, it's not going to be good business for us. I mean, we're going to probably get a lot of overtime in that situation. So, that's a surprise. Yeah, it was. And okay, let's go into another. Let me get you guys that. I have an update on a typhoon that ripped through the Philippines. One moment, please. Yeah, a typhoon tore through the northern Filipino island where the capital city of Manila was at, and apparently 100 people are dead. And this recently made landfall in Vietnam and it's caused significant damage, and a lot of people are dead as well. And that's basically weather-wise what we got. So let me go ahead and let's bring up the radar, because we were tracking a tornado watch in I think it was Tennessee. Let's see if it's still up. So I'll go ahead and bring that up real quick for y'all. We'll go ahead and take a look. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we still got a tornado watch in effect for, looks like, Huntsville in northern Alabama and part of Tennessee as the cells are going through. We have no warnings right now. That's just a slight risk, and we're moving into the moderate rich. We have one special weather statement that's currently out right now. All severe weather warnings right now are in Australia. We'll go check that out in a second. So this tornado watch is probably up for at least the next X hour, so it looks like it might die out here. And from this Doppler, I'm not seeing I mean, this is reflectivity, so let's check velocity real quick. See if we see anything going on here. That is a significant outflow right there. Okay, this wind will actually, it's not there yet because 58 miles an hour is what qualifies for the severe thunderstorm warning. So it's just below severe. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a special weather statement from that in a minute. So let's see, we're going to go to our classification. Let's see what we got going on here. We got big drops. I'm not really seeing anything much of hail. That's indicating snow. Let's go back to the read reflectivity. Yeah, so as you see right now, weather-wise, we're not seeing anything else. When was it the last time you broke down? That was Wednesday, Garland. I just saw your message. Or excuse me, your most. I can't talk. I'm tired. There could have been something in Hillbrook. Possible. That might have been earlier. Yeah, right now I don't see nothing that's like glaring an alarm. Tells me something that's about to happen, but especially this area here, that might be reforming. So I would probably watch that. And obviously you want to watch this line here as it proceeds. It looks like in a east-southeast direction. And then you won't want to forget about the ones here in Alabama as well. But again, I don't see nothing that's alarming yet. So that's what we got weather-wise here. So let's go to Australia. If I remember correctly, I think it'll go this way, right? Nope, gotta go the other way. Well, 1 second. Let's go snooping on Australia right now. See what they got going on. Now their weather radars are not as sophisticated as the United States ones. So let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a good cluster there. See if we can get ourselves a little peek at this. And the interesting part too about our friends in Down Under is when they get tornadic activity, like when you see on our radar, you'll see them like this, like rotating in that counterclockwise. These ones will actually, excuse me, I did that wrong. So out here, yeah, they have these tornadoes actually rotate because this is in the southern hemisphere. They rotate clockwise, unlike ours that rotate anti-clockwise up here in America. So we got a strong cell that just went offshore. A lot of lightning in it, but I don't see. Yeah, at least from this radar, I don't see nothing obvious. But again, like I said, their radar isn't as crisp as ours. Nah. Canberra's capital. Wollongong, I think that's how you pronounce that. Newcastle. So we got warnings all across these areas. Let's see if there's something going on over here. Yeah, we're just getting some information. Ooh, we definitely want to focus in on that cell. Alright, what we got going on here? Definitely has a strong rain core. Probably some hail in that too. And there is some, let's say, a little decent winds. Ooh, yeah, 69 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Any hooks? I'm not seeing any hooks right now. Nothing obviously, at least. Because when we look at these cells right now, they're not. There's nothing obvious. Yeah, it's just severe thunderstorms. Actually, what have they got their warnings out for? This warning's out for severe weather. Likely produce damage and wind and large hailstones over the affected area. Thunderstorms will no longer northeast coast and councils. Services. Okay, so basically damage and wind and large hail is their concern. Yeah. Alright, back to America. Hey Chili, how you doing? Mexico? Alright, so what we're looking at now for California wise, it looks like there's another system that's going to be coming in next week. 1 second while I bring up the future cast real quick. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm using Pivotal Weather's website to show you guys this. So, all right, this is Pivotal Weather, and they allow me to share it, so I'm going to share it. So we're going to run the model real quick. This is the GFS model, and we're looking at the continental United States. Definitely going to be watching this as this cold air basically progresses through the week. Well, this is over the weekend. And it looks like it's going to go through northeast, getting some snow, some cold air with this polar vortex coming down. And this is where we're going to start seeing, pay attention over here, we're going to start seeing something else. It's supposed to dry out over here. But we're going to see this system that's going to come in here about the 144 hours. So right about here is when here it comes. So because this is so far out, this is subject to change. But right now we are seeing a storm system that looks to be coming in through it's basically straight towards California. And the closer these notches are together, the stronger the winds are. So as you can see, let me move my cursor. Comes in and it kind of hits, and then this actually looks less impressive than it has been. But again, we're going to continue to watch that, because obviously, and then we're going to watch this other cold front. But anything past 72 hours here is fair game for anything. Temperature drop rapidly in the Dallas area. Yes, that is true. So let's actually, oh, that's a minimum, excuse me. We're going to look at, so this is on Monday. And we're going to look at the temperatures right now. As you can see, these are the highs right now. That's going to be cold. So, I mean, temperature looks pretty fair until once we start getting to... Yeah, it looks, northeast is going to be a little bit colder, while temperatures in the southern part of the country look like they're going to be holding in the 70s and 80s. Again, desert southwest, I'm not surprised about the 90s. So yeah, it looks good. It looks like it's going to be a decent little weekend for everybody. I mean, our weekend's supposed to be mild and dry. If you live in the northeast, you're going to see some precipitation. And it looks like in the northern part of the country, we'll see some snow. So that's basically all I got for weather-wise. Again, it's pretty quiet. Severe weather-wise, I think we're not having anything. Yeah, Sunday we do have a marginal risk that could change, and that is for the southeastern coast of the United States. And that's about it. So, looking good across the board, everybody looking good. So, that's our news reports. So, I open up the floor to you. What do you guys got? Got any questions and everything else? And so far, of the viewership, we had 9 votes to 1. 9 votes. And it looks like 8-1 again for GTA Police versus Quick Style. Not serious. Or on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Excuse me. So obviously, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna leave that up there for a little bit longer while other people come in. They can click on it. So yeah. GTA 5. GTA 5 has actually come a long way. In that sense, at least when it comes to police cars, you can actually get a police uniform now. So, I'm told, and actually you can get multiple police uniforms, which is good to see it now and everything else. How's lease season right now? It's just starting, so I expect it to pick up probably in the next probably 2 weeks. It'll probably start picking up more, especially when we get this bigger storm that's supposed to have some more wind, knock some stuff down. But yeah, we're gonna start getting busy. Hoping my baby holds up. And I'm actually going to change Maddie's name to Delilah because she's so delightful. I mean, every Delilah I've ever met has always had an attitude, so I think the name fits. Now, also, trash collection videos are going to be coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be taking the whole day to do editing and everything else. And we will do probably another gaming live stream. Probably GTA. And we're going to talk about that too. Matt, imagine the leaves of your. I love it in the fall because that's my money making season. Just Christmas bonuses. Oh, speaking of bonuses, we got a $500 bonus for this week. It's basically our year safety bonus, and the government took over half of it. the U.S. government definitely be acting like a pimp, man. It's like we should taking half. Like, damn. So I got literally you took half of my damn money. Well, honestly, I take half of my money every time anyway. So it's almost like we need to just go to Washington and have a discussion and take their money, take our money back. But yeah, and I'm acquiring some tools, so yeah, we're gonna be building some stuff in the backyard and building some new things. So maybe I'll be filming that too when we do our little construction projects. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, yeah, man. Like, damn government, like you ain't doing your job, so why should I pay you? And also, we got safety bonus, our safety bonus points too, which goes to a little store or a store that we have that's not related to the company store, but it's related to our. Actually, speaking of the company store, let's actually go take a peek at that. Give me one moment. But yeah, we got actually kind of good stuff on there, so I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. Imagine the yard waste in the fall. Garland, I've been a yard waste driver the entire time I've been with Republic. Well, not the entire time. The 8 months I was with Front Load, but it's not that bad. We're gonna have about on Tuesday route. We're gonna have certain routes that's gonna have, like my route on Tuesday is gonna have about 20 carts per house or more. So. One moment, y'all. All right. Let's check out the Republic Services merch. Yeah, they got merch. And as far as I'm concerned, it's on their situation, so let's check it out. Of course, we want to check out trucks. Let's check out trucks. Wow. We got a vacuum truck. I'm not to order me this. That's cool, actually. Nice little model. $103.70. Sure, maybe. UV stress pack. Okay, 10 pack for $50. That's about $10 a head, bro. What the hell? Plastic away. No. So they still got. This is basically what. Obviously, this is the company going a standard issue with this. Yeah, I believe this is the trucks that we're getting because this is the one that Republic seems to be adopting as a standard issued side loader now. Yeah. When the Republic has vacuum trucks. Certain locations Republic Services is actually not just trash, it's environmental services. So they actually do this for public works and everything else for different parts. They even have a hazardous response firefighting units and everything else that actually even responded to help out in Louisville, is my understanding, with the fire of the airplane crash because of the chemicals and anything else. It's actually very cool to see them actually branching out into that. I don't care about your damn pop-up ad. Leave me alone. Get your damn sale pitch off my face. So, Shop Rodeo. Let's see what Rodeo has. Again, you can see. And this is anything. You could buy this. This is, as far as I know, this is the public store that everybody could buy from. So, yeah. And by the way, fun fact, this picture is from the long track tornado that hit California back in 2011. So yeah, definitely it's a good video. Stupid ad. Yeah, I might have to get that vacuum truck, right? And they switch them out. I'm gonna have to get the roll-off truck too. So obviously I do have a project plan for next spring to redo my room, repaint it and everything else, and I'm gonna get some shelves. I'm gonna hang up the trucks behind me and everything else. I just hope an earthquake doesn't hit and that shit falls on my face while I'm sleeping. Wouldn't be the first time I got hit in the face while I'm sleeping. I do not have the Vulture ZSL yet. I have the well, the only truck I have is the one that's back here behind it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's behind my weather instruments. Oh yeah, let me grab those for you. I'll show them off to you, Garland, because I know you're interested in them. So we got two weather instruments that is on the house now. Number one is we do have a rain gauge. As you can see, this week we had 48, and that puts about 2.5 inches since I started doing it. And this is also the barometer and all the other information as well. So the truck I have here, put down the foot powder, is the front loader, as you guys see. And yes, I got a hot load. I think I have something inside. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. I also keep a Republic golf ball in there. So, let me get this back up there. Yep. That's the only truck I have right now that is first gear. I do have plans to get others, but like I said, I've been spending a lot of money on redoing the roof in the garage and actually fortifying the garage itself. So that project ran me up $1,000. So basically, isn't going to see me doing much of that. Definitely gonna do that. You should buy a dumpster or a Corrado can for that. Yeah, I've been looking for Corrado cans because that's what my goal was to do, is to get a Corrado can, but I can't find them anywhere. So anybody got any ideas and everything else where I can find them, please either message me or put it in the chat or something, because I really would like to do that. And then I'll get the Ultra ZSL, and then I'm gonna also get the vacuum truck, because why not? You guys ever seen one of those things in action though? Those things are really unique to see when it's like, it's just a giant truck with a vacuum on it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a guy that appreciates equipment and technology, equipment that we use like that. Like, even though me and Delilah here have been, wrestling every week with her problems, still a good truck. She runs good. Just has an issue with the claw, which we seem to get fixed. And Wednesday's breakdown was not related to the same issue that we've been having. It's actually been related to it was, so as you can see here, I'm going to bring my cursor into the screen. I think you can see. No, you cannot. Okay, the cursor can't do it. The vacuum truck does look cool. Yeah, it does. So as you can see on the screen right here, so if you're looking to the right of the screen, where the arm is extended, if you see where the can's at, so the can that caused me to break down on Friday got its branch that went straight into where this basically looks like a hose that's running down that actually operates the hydraulic lines and everything else. So there's a sensor there. It split it cut the wire to the sensor and it stopped the truck, caused the fuse to blow. So that was the incident that happened on Wednesday. And also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I was driving 53 on that day, and I got scratched really good. It's alright. Happens. But, yeah. So it's been great. eBay had some, but sold out last time I checked. Yeah. Yeah. So this week, we actually had some interesting things. I had like I said, I had the Kenworth. I had the 58 that was actually a... well, that truck was actually, it worked okay. I had to do 3 loads. It slows me down because rapid rail and the rural route just don't mix because of the paddle wheel, hopper. Just slows you down. But other than that, I mean, the truck worked good. I mean, when you stepped on the gas, she took off, which for a rapid rail, that's actually amazing to me. So, well, that's basically what I got on those parts. So if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go ahead and since we're done with the GTA and news reports, I'm going to go ahead and retitle it to just top news reports. So, I don't like wrapper rails. I don't like them either. Actually, I don't like Heil at all. I'm not a fan of Heil. Yeah, but I don't think the pythons are good. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna look on Amazon real quick. Garland is saying look on Amazon or eBay, so let's look. Apparently, Waste Management selling stuff on on Amazon because they have a CNG front loader Mac, old school Mac, and then a non-old school one. They got a rear loader on here too, Freightliner rear loader. Freightliner Econoc XD is the weirdest garbage truck I've ever seen that I've driven. That is so far the weirdest ones. Everything else is not as weird. Wow, they even got a Python wrapper rail. Or a Python, Heil Python on here. $170. I don't know if anybody wants to pay that much for that, but that's what it's available for. Yeah, I can't show this because Amazon's real picky about it, but yeah. Just, I'm surprised. Waste Management has a lot of first gear stuff on here. I'm actually surprised. You know what? I'll buy some Waste Management stuff too. Why not? Oh, local trash news. Hell, what was I going to say? Oh, Atlas has become a chamber member for West Sacramento. That is our sister city. So Sacramento and West Sacramento are divided by the Sacramento River from north to south. Here, I'll bring it up to you real quick. Let's get Google Maps up here, and I'll bring it up real quick. So let's do that real quick. So in Sacramento, and no, I do not live in North Sacramento. This is where it starts out because it is Sacramento. So here is West Sacramento, and here is downtown Sacramento. Yolo County, Sacramento County. Big brother, little brother. I mean, it's really the same thing. Both of them are the same. The difference is just one county is different than the other. Basically, Sacramento County has ALS Fire Department. They have a BLS Fire Department, or Basic Life Support Firefighters. No ambulances, has ambulances. Gets dunked on, doesn't get dunked on, but again, same thing. So, as you can see in the Sacramento area, it's literally right here in this part. And unfortunately, because of the Yolo bypass that's right here, this city really doesn't have much to grow other than grow south along the river and eventually into Clarksburg or something. But West Sacramento, honestly, it's not that. It's just the, I guess to put it down, it's the broke city in the area. It's like comparing Gotham to Metropolis, even though but Metropolis was Chicago, and Gotham was West Sacramento. That's about it. It's nothing to talk about, but I do know that they are up for contract bid, and Waste Management is looking like they might give it out, try to get out of it or something. And I know Republic's bidding for it. I know Atlas is bidding for it. I know Recology is bidding for it. Minnesota, welcome to the chat. Slamming Eagle cans are on eBay. Well, I'll definitely have to look into that on eBay. But yeah, so definitely going to be watching that interesting development. I know we're supposed to have anything. We're supposed to have our meeting with Citrus next week or the week after, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of those weeks where we're going to be able to find out if we're going to retain the contract or we're going to go out for bid. If we retain the contract, means just that's it. Leaves, you're fired for being late. 5 house points from Leafs bill. Yeah, we were just looking on Amazon and we discovered a bunch of first gear waste management stuff. Now, waste management in West Sacramento is, my understanding, is looking to downsize its operations. So that's where everybody else comes into play, and obviously everybody's going to bid for it. Why? Because that's capitalism. Now, I know Citrus Heights, on the other hand, is, I haven't heard nothing yet, and if it goes out to bid, then obviously other competitors can bid on it. If they decide to just renew the contract with Publix, so there'd be that too. And I know they really like the electrics, and the fact that we're going full electric and everything else. I don't know who didn't see that coming. That's one thing I'll say for the electric trucks. So this is something I'm gonna say about anything. When we go to any type of new source, they suck. It just comes out like that. When they first went from rear loaders to the manual side loaders, then to the first basically automated side loaders, which was 3 knobs. It wasn't a joystick. Most of them were 3 knobs, and those had problems. When the CNGs first started coming out, when they went to CNGs, the system was always problematic. The new generation of trucks are always the first generation of trucks are always the problems. When it comes to second generation, third generation, they start ironing out the kinks and we get going. So I'm going to be optimistic. Once by the time I get an electric truck, it's going to be a second or third generation, and most of the problems that happen in the prototypes should be resolved. So, and yeah, that's my opinion on those situation, and I'm sticking to it. Also, I overslept and ended up being late to work this morning. You know, it's funny when the whole crew knows you're late and they start getting on you for it. Nah, we got a good crew. Everybody on Resi is pretty cool. We only got a couple of knuckleheads, but you know, can't have everything. So, also, I forgot to mention a Dallas Cowboys DN, Marshawn Kinlan, I think is his name. Kinlan, yeah. Offed himself, unfortunately. He was having a mental episode. Law enforcement got involved, and they lost him in a high-speed chase or whatever, and then he, unfortunately took his own life. Now, I want to remind everybody, even this guy was an up-and-coming, he's on the Cowboys, he's an up-and-coming football player. And, yeah, it's sad, actually. It is sad. But this is something that I'm just going to have to say real quick on that part. Everybody struggles with something. I mean, we try to all act like, no, life is good and like this. Remember, social media is not real. What people put on social media, this glamour and everything else, they're only seeing the positive lights. You're not seeing the negativity. And right now in our world, especially with social media and the toxicity that everybody can just get away with, you can get lost in the sauce. And understand everybody's feelings are valid in a situation. I mean, but don't listen to those negative thoughts. Yes, life is hard. Life has always been hard. It's not going to change just because we say it's hard. I mean, it's just the life of this world, this planet. I mean, you think we got it? All right, Minnesota, have a good night. You guys think as humans we have it bad? Yeah, well, be in the animal kingdom. I mean, be a squirrel. So, I mean, again, it's just not. Don't give in to those thoughts. There is people out there willing to listen. There are people that care. And there are people that are willing to help, that aren't there to sell you something. Just keep that in mind. Obviously, you guys, I've been telling you about how I've been having issues myself and everything else. I mean, there's been a lot of problems this year. Went through a lot of stress. Obviously, my brother's friend breaking his leg or his hip out in the front of my house. The financial crisis I found myself in. And, yeah, it was just I mean, it's what it is. There's a lot of personal drama that goes on between family members too, and everything else. And it's just you have to learn to unplug yourself from it. It sounds like cliche or something. No, it's just reality. It's just breathe and calm yourself. Don't listen to your thoughts. Don't listen to what other people are saying. Your body is made to survive. You are made to survive. You will survive. Don't let don't let the bullshit in this world tell you otherwise. And obviously, yeah, that's what I have to say. I wish the rest of the year goes a bit better for you. Trash dude, thanks. But my conditions are improving. Like, well, some things are improving. The fact is that I'm most likely not losing my property is the biggest one. And again, I got coworkers that are coming to bat for me to help me with some of the problems I was having financially around physical property problems and everything else. They got a lot of knowledge and they're helping me out on that. So yeah, last night game there was a large police response at there was a fight at the football game and everything else. Garland, I'm not 100% sure. So I mean, a lot of times it does get rowdy at games, especially for some reason. Don't let the world control you. Exactly. At games and everything else, it's just people get dumb and fights happen. Tempers flare. I've gotten into playing pickup games. I gotten into fights, playing pickup games of football or any other sport. It just happens. Sometimes people's tempers flare. There are people that have a lot of anger and they don't know how to express themselves and they just lash out. And sometimes you become a target. Other times it's not. But the main thing is to remember that you don't, as this isn't a general thing that I've come to just realize, is there are people in this world who are trying to sell you something. There are people in this world who are trying to control you. They will tell you whatever it is to sell you on their idea that they're trying to sell you. Whether it's buy this product and you'll get shredded, or vote for me and you'll get free transit, or free food or something like that. These people are usually not honest. And honest people, well, I'm going to tell you the honest thing. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard living in the world right now. We live in a world, especially right now with social media and everything else that we are on right now. Like, this is a good, like, what I'm trying to use my platform for is I try to use it for good. I try to, show you guys what goes on behind the scenes, what we do and everything else. Obviously, seeing me on route and everything. Then I throw in some entertainment content, video games, us gaming, us. And obviously here doing the Trashman show, we try to watch videos and everything. But now, right now we're kind of in a transitioning situation. So, but I like to try to use myself for positive because people, well, I'll quote Bob Marley. People who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. So, why take the day off? That's why I'm trying to use my channel to help uplift. I try to encourage, and I try to show you that there is more to life than just drama. And we are unfortunately programmed to be addicted to drama. Obviously, if you click on you go on the internet and what do you see? Usually people fighting, doing dumb things, some type of drama. We live in a corrupt. Yes, we are corrupt. And that's the reality of it. And imagine this. Imagine if you got rid of, if you just, when was there a time in the world that there was actually peace? Where somebody wasn't fighting over something or trying to wipe out somebody else? In recorded history, there was 22 days between World War II and the next war. I think that was the only time the world was actually at peace. But that's not counting true peace. I mean, people were still getting mugged and killed and everything else during that time frame as well. It is a sad world, and that is a world we must live in. And we have to understand that everybody's experiences are the same. I mean, there are people that are trained at a young age to believe that you are their enemy. There are people that just go through hell and they become very traumatized. And right now, there are people that are trying to capitalize on this by using these people to turn against each other. That is something that is a fact. It's called emotional manipulation. They try to act like they're your friend, but they're not. Or they're fighting for you. They just want you to fight the battle for them. That's something you have to understand. Like right now, what's going on, like when we actually look at social media, and a lot of people fall into this. They get caught up into the idea of, oh, the left or the right in politics. Politics in general is to confuse you and blind you to the reality. They want you to stay separated. Here's a fact. There are over 340 million Americans that are in the last census. 340 million Americans. Less than 1% of that is actually makes up the $1 million class or higher. Because they're not that many people make $1 million like that. Well, now I'd be taken into these other things like OF or something. Okay, sure, we can argue that, but that's also companies too. Those individuals are still a small number, and those individuals try to retain the entire control. Well, they can't control 340 million people without keeping them divided, and that's what they do. They'll play the cards, they'll play everything around it to get you to police yourself and to get you to divide yourselves. Because there is, again, historically wrong. Every tribe and nation has been wronged somewhere or some form in the history. As the Bible quotes, man has dominated man to the state of his injury. And that is true. You simply look through history and you can see that. Does that mean someone's suffering is more than others? Physical suffering or emotional suffering? Yeah. Was somebody's property or land taken by force? Yes. Happens all the time. But are we responsible for the past? No, we're not. We cannot judge the past in the sense of today of that we're responsible. We weren't there. But we are going to be there in the future. We can go forward better in a future. We need to be looking towards a future to build a better tomorrow and not be worrying about the drama of the past. And that's the problem, is a lot of people have been dragged into that. And social media is the big contributor. Because social media allows us to basically form our own echo chambers. Someone that you don't like, you can ban them. Someone you don't agree with, you can silence them. And you find yourself in a complete isolated tube that your own opinion is basically parroted back to you. Gotta be careful about that. Because that's when people start getting dangerous. So, again, that's why I'm making my platform. Like I said, I make my platform to try to be more open to you guys and everything else. And my experiences from, I had a lot. My lore is, I bounced around from places and jobs. I worked in public transit. I worked for the government in multiple locations. And before I even got in the trash industry, and I see what happens and I see what they do. It sucks. Like, for example, the people argue about, oh, Proposition 50 is saving democracy. First of all, you're saving democracy by silencing democracy. Just because somebody else doesn't agree with you or doesn't vote your way. Same thing can be said for Texas or Missouri or anybody else that's engaged in this nonsense. But they won't hear that. All they hear is, you're attacking us. We're defending ourselves. No, you're not. You're being played. You're being played by the politicians that are only interested in serving themselves. They don't care about you. Their party is a clique, and that is it. You are the useful idiot. That's how they look at you. And it's a sad part about American politics, but that's how these people are. We fought, the United States has supposedly fought against a crown to have a ideological crown over us now. That is the sad part. I can't change that. And nothing I say will convince anybody especially these people that are really embedded in this, to suddenly change their ways. Because one thing I've noticed is a lot of these people aren't interested in conversation. They're interested in trolling. And it's going to be a dark road ahead. Unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm not going to sell it to you. It's going to be but what you can do for yourself is simple. Don't get drawn into it. Don't get drawn into it. Because the moment you do get drawn into that, it's like an addiction. It's like smoking a cigarette. Eventually, you're going to be stuck smoking and smoking and smoking. And that's something that a lot of people are allowing to happen. Stay strong. Stay the course. Try to make the world a better place instead of making it a terrible place. If we as a species adopted that mentality, I think 99% of our problems would disappear, but that's just my opinion. So, yeah. Sorry for rambling, but I just had to speak on that. I mean, like Truck Dude says, the world sucks. Yes, it does. But good news is, well, good news is there'll be tomorrow, and we'll definitely move forward on that part. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Republic will, or actually no? Let's transition real quick. Let's transition to Thanks, Allied. So, what do you guys think about the police versus crook style of gameplay? What would you like to see from that? I'm more thinking we're not going to be serious. We're just going to be having fun and just doing shenanigans. You know, like 2 or 3 or 4 versus the one crook, and just we're going to basically do like Cops, the show Cops, or Reno 911, just to be silly. I think that would be fun to play, just to have fun and just, share that videos. What do you guys think? And also, in case you haven't realized, again, because the way YouTube is set up, there's like a 25-second delay between me asking questions and you guys being able to reply. So if there's like a silent pause for a minute or two, that's because I'm actually waiting for it to pop up, and then I'm going to respond. Cops. Garland, there's a vote in the chat. If you look at it, you'll see it. It's on GTA 5. We're talking about starting a new series on the channel. Getting a couple of friends together to make some entertainment content. Alright, still waiting to see if somebody's replying. Okay, let's do it. Yeah. Allied hit 100. Allied Waste Services hit 100. I play GTA 5. Okay, yeah. If you guys got GTA 5 and a PS5, I mean, I'm all for people coming on. Thanks, Lee. Yeah, because again, we gotta find some people to be able to do that. I know one of my coworkers said he's in the jump in and be a crook from the time to time. Just have fun chasing each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll right now. So we definitely got a yes vote. 11 votes, 91% to 9%. So definitely going to add that to the channel. I'm gonna start working on that. I gotta clear out. I gotta reset my PlayStation anyway to get those on there. But yeah, definitely gonna have some. We're gonna have fun with that. Yeah. So obviously, slam my damn door, asshole. Well, sorry I said that out loud. So, but yeah, definitely going to be working on that new project as well. I'm thinking probably do that on Saturdays as well because I'll be more available on Saturdays. I think everybody is kind of like Saturday afternoon, Saturday evenings. We'll be able to like shoot that and then have it out on Sundays. So, but other than that, I mean, I don't have anything else for you guys. Yeah, it's kind of been quiet today. No issues other than me sleeping in late. I know my coworker, one of my good friends. One of my good friends at the job. He's moving into his new house today, and he has a waste management as his trash collector. So anybody want to know that? So yeah, I don't have anything else for you guys. I appreciate all you guys that had jumped in on the chat and joined us tonight. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to have all those videos available for you guys. I'm going to be working on probably creating a Discord or Slack. You're funny. I'm probably gonna I filmed some trucks today, waste resources, yeah. OWM. Yeah, so I gotta come up with the name and everything else of the crew and everything else that we're gonna try to put together, and I'm also going to, at least for the GTA crew, yeah, I might add a Discord to it or create a Discord to it to be able to work on that. So it leaves that's something me and you might have to work on. But other than that, yeah. Will you be streaming tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow evening we'll be streaming. Probably might do some gaming. Maybe some Roblox or something if the computer will let me. Roblox has been acting a little funny lately where it's not working well. And yeah. But I think I have like 4 to 7 videos I'm going to be working on tomorrow as well, so I'm going to work on that. I'm also going to work on the extra for the live stream that I haven't had a chance to do yet. I'm also going to be probably checking out the roof and everything else so you guys can see what we did. I'll do a little video for that and upload that to you guys. And also I got a mess to clean up back, so I got a bunch of shingles and stuff still on the ground from when we tore it apart. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I guess that's going to be it for tonight's show. Definitely going to be looking at the GTA part. We're going to be really brainstorming that to get it going. And obviously, it's probably going to be an open enrollment type of thing where we just need to get some people together and let's go have fun. You know, nothing else like that. So, but alright, guys, I am Trashman Matt. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. And until then, have a good night.